Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. You're probably sick of seeing this makeup by now because I've done 3 separate intros and outros. 4 videos that weren't even for this look, so that's not including the video that included this look. That was the tutorial for this look. So, do apologise for that, but I want to try and get these all done so I have them all ready for you to go, and I'm excited to get these videos up, so I want to have the intros and outros done. So, today, it's exciting. We're getting into it. I love these videos. I'm so excited. We're going to start our declutter series. We are going to get in there. We're going to take everything out. I'm going to show you the before of what it's going to look like in the actual drawers that I have them in. I might be getting new dividers for my drawers, but any of the dividers that are in my drawers right now, I actually bought on Amazon. They're basically like you just slot them together, like you just click them together and you can customize them. They work great for things like your foundations, lipsticks and all those kind of things, and then you can make them bigger if you need them for like blushes and things like that as well. So they do work really well, but there is new dividers out for the Alex drawers, which is what I have to store my makeup. And I want them. So I may be getting new dividers and new like organising things for that. So bear with me on that. Hopefully I will have that soon. For today's declutter though, we are going to be getting into lipsticks. The lipstick drawer. We're starting there because we started with that with the close-up collection series, which I just finished off as well. And we're going to go back to the beginning of that. And we're going to go through and get rid of a few bits. So we have got 190 lipsticks to start, which is excessive. Don't need that many. There's a lot, and to be fair, I'm not really going to go through and declutter like just for the sake of decluttering, like, oh my god, I haven't used this in 2 weeks, I'm never going to use it again. No, we're not going to do that. I like to keep colors, I like to keep similar things, I like what I like, so I'm going to keep what I like, if that makes sense. I paid for all my own money, so I'm keeping it. You know what I mean? But things that like maybe I have duplicates of things and I kind of prefer one over the other, so I'm not going to keep that one because I'm going to use the one that I prefer. Do you know, that kind of way? So that's what we're going to do. It's going to be like that for the whole series. I'm going to have a lot of things, like things with foundations. I'm probably not going to get rid of too many foundations, apart from maybe the colour might not match anymore or whatever. I don't know. We're going to find out as we go along, because I already filmed this and I surprised myself with how many I got rid of. I was very surprised. Not as many as you probably think, but more than I thought I was going to, because I'm a bit of a hoarder, especially with makeup. So yeah, and I do hold a lot of sentimental value to a lot of things. That's what we're going to be doing in this video. That is going to be our declutter for today. I'm very excited. We're going to go drawer by drawer, and I'm just so excited to get into this. And just, I love reorganizing my makeup, so I'm excited to take everything out and put everything back in that I know I actually want to keep. Just before we get into the actual declutter, this look is filmed. It is live on my channel already. So it's probably months past since I've uploaded this look, but just go search like the Colourpop So Fly 2 Looks on palette and it's in that basically. But it is live, so go hit subscribe down below to see that, and also my Instagram is down below where I'll post all the up close pictures of the look as well, and of just random things in general. Things to do with the declutter as well will be also on my Instagram stories. So before I ramble anymore, let's get into the declutter. I'm so excited. Okay guys, so here we go. Finally, I'm actually really excited to get through this declutter because it's all I've wanted to do all year, because these drawers have been getting out of hand. Like, this is my lipstick drawer, but I know I'm doing that one in this video, but look at look at this. Seriously, like, seriously need to reorganize and go through everything. I am only trying to fill what's already filled, if that makes sense. I'm not going to make any more space for anything else. I'm hopefully going to dwindle this, and I'd like to get it to about this row right here, because there's a couple rows back underneath there, but say like where these NYX lipsticks are, I'd like to just for it to be there. If I can get it to there or a little bit past that, I don't mind. The way we're going to do this basically is I'm going to take them all out, but I'm going to go by brand, and within those brands by colour. So I'm going to swatch everything and we'll just see kind of how we get on. I want to swatch them all because I want to compare colours, I want to compare textures. There's some colours that are very similar because I do gravitate towards the same kind of colour, and just to see if there is ones that I would use more than others. I will probably keep a lot of the same shades, like these light nudes down here. I do like those kind of ones, I do use them a lot. So yeah, we're just going to go through. It's probably not going to be a hardcore declutter like the way some people do, but we're going to declutter something, and we're going to make space for bits that I don't have space for. So let's start getting this all out, and I can actually clean this drawer as well. Okay, so we are going to start with MAC, obviously, because it's probably the one brand that I have the most lipsticks from, because they're most well known for their lipsticks. So yeah, we're gonna start, and I don't know where to start. I think I might start with the nudes because I've got most nudes in here, like it's mostly a group of nudes. So I'm literally just going to pull out as I go, and we'll just start swatching. I'll go in the back of my hand. I might even go up here if I need to. Like it's, I don't really mind whichever way I do it. Okay, so we're going to start with a lipstick type. I've got a few of these scattered around in different colours that are the lip tensities from MAC, which have been discontinued, but they're one of my favourite formulas from MAC, so I will be keeping pretty much all of these, I think, depending on how the colours go. This one is Toast and Butter is the name of this one. Just like a mid-tone brown neutral. So we'll just kind of start here, and I'm going to pop some to the side, and then I'll kind of take some out if I don't want them anymore. This shade here is Pretty Natural. This is a Cream Sheen, which is a glossy kind of formula. Probably keep that one too. I can't imagine I'm going to get rid of a huge amount of these. Flesh Pot I'm definitely keeping because that has been discontinued, and it is one of my favourites. So I have two kind of like this. One is Creme de Nude and one is Honey Love, which are like right down to the nub. So I think I'm going to get rid of those. I think it's time now. I know there is product left to about there in it, but I have another Creme de Nude that's almost gone as well, and I can always just get another one. I do have a discount, so yeah, why not? We'll just get rid of those too. Also, if you're wondering about the lids for the MAC lipsticks, you can actually order these on Amazon. Just type in MAC clear lipstick lids and you can get them like that. Okay, next up we've got Gossamer Wing, which came out with, I think, something fairy collection that they had. I'll do it just here. I'm trying to make sure I have enough space. It's like a real sheer, you're not really going to be able to do that, like a glossy sort of texture. It's one of the old lusters. I'll definitely keep that because I love that sort of colour. Then over here we've got Love Drought, which is actually a metallic. And do I want to keep that? I do have one or two more metallics in the nudes. Definitely one anyway. I'm going to pop that in the maybe, and we'll just see. We'll see. I'm going to pop that over here in a maybe pile. Then I've got this Politely Pink. I'm definitely keeping this because I love this. Is it Politely Pink? I'm pretty sure it's Politely Pink. Very soft pink with a glossy kind of finish. Really, really nice colour. Kind of like my lips, but better with a gloss on it. Then I've got Leave Me Breathless, which I love because it's such a weird neutral. It's almost like a yellowy sort of tone. Some of these are discontinued, by the way, so I am sorry, but I have them, so I'm going to use them. Then I've got Influentially It, which is one of the Powder Kiss lipsticks. Powder Kiss is not my favourite formula in the whole world, but I do quite like that tone. And the whole idea with Powder Kiss is like that blurred matte lip, but it's only blurred if you don't use a lip liner, but then they don't last as long and you don't get enough definition. Not for my lips anyway. So I always use a lip pencil with them. Another Politely Pink, I've got a second one. I'm also going to keep my backup, even though they're both quite low. Like they're both almost down to the nub, but you know, it's one of my faves, so I do want to keep it. I have two of these, same colours. They're both Supremely Confident. These are the old Sheen Supremes. They still smell fine, but that's like the kind of neutral I always wore. I wore that with Stone lip liner all the time. Basically foundation lips, but with a darker liner. It was always lovely. I'm going to keep them because why not? I don't know how many MAC lipsticks I'm really going to get rid of because they are one of my favourite brands. I am going to get rid of a couple, but probably not loads. It's more my miscellaneous ones and things like that that I am probably going to get rid of. Next is Driftwood, which is one of the lip tensities again. I love, love, love this colour. Now, if you want a colour kind of like this, the Viva Glam 2, which I'll get to in a minute, looks almost similar to that, but I love the texture of this more, so I'm definitely keeping him. Then I've got How Tropical, which is another kind of yellowy sort of neutral. I'm going to pop this beside Leave Me Breathless and see which one I prefer. See, that's more yellow, but I kind of prefer Leave Me Breathless, so I think I'll actually get rid of How Tropical. This hurts my feelings, by the way. I don't like doing declutters. I have a hoarder type of personality, as you can see, so this hurts my feelings. This is brand new. This is Teddy 2.0, one of the Powder Kiss ones. I did buy the Velvet Teddy Vault from MAC, which has all textures of lipstick, so liquid lipstick and the Powder Kiss and the Love Me lipsticks, which I'll get to now in a second, in the Velvet Teddy colour, which is that kind of colour there, and I'll get to the Velvet Teddy in a minute. But I just recently bought it, so I haven't even used that one. And then this is the Velvet Teddy, what is it called? Very Teddy. They all have different names. In the Love Me texture. So the Love Me lipsticks are like really creamy, really pigmented, kind of like the lip tensities, only a little bit more moisturising. But Just a really nice kind of formula. What is this one? This is Sweet Deal. This is kind of like a mauvey brown sort of color. So that's him there. Really like that. I love a kind of, if I'm going to go for a nude brown, I like a darker nude, like it to be dark. Then we've got Creme Cup, which I think, have I got 2 of these? No, I don't think so. This is like a pinky, which should actually really go on my pinks, but sure, look, it's here now. There it is there. It's a classic creamy pink sort of shade. Then we've got Love You Back, which is another big favorite of mine. Definitely keeping that. You can kind of see a trend here. I'm keeping a lot of these, although I have gotten rid of 3 already, 2 of which are gone already, but that doesn't matter. We'll ignore that. Then we've got Spirit. Do I like Spirit enough to keep it? I kind of prefer Spirit to the Toast and Butter. I'm more likely to use a cooler tone than a warmer tone. I think it suits me better, so I actually think I'll keep Spirit but get rid of Toast and Butter, which I know I said I'm not going to get rid of any of these lip intensities, but I know people that do like them as well, so I'll definitely use that. Or get rid of that one. Then we've got Arrowhead, which came out with the Vibe Tribe collection, and I'm definitely keeping this because it's kind of the sister to Flesh Pot, which has been discontinued, and obviously this was limited edition, so that's that. Then I've got this from the Mariah Carey collection, which I'm definitely going to keep as well because it's a shimmer, neutral. If I'm going to go for a shimmer metallic, I either go for full on color, which would be like a navy or green or something like that, or quite pale neutral. So I think I might get rid of this, the Love Drow, the shimmer, and keep this one because I kind of prefer this one. And also it's the Mariah Carey collection, so it was very hard to get. So we're going to get down to this one. This came out, I feel, with a Christmas collection, and I can't remember what it was. This is a cream sheen lipstick in the shade Hark. So this was limited edition. We'll go here. This is the kind of neutral I always go for, like that kind of tone. So I'm definitely going to keep that. Then I've got my Creme de Nude. So I'm definitely keeping this because I'm getting rid of the one that's basically gone. That's Creme de Nude there. It looks really yellow for some reason. But it's not usually that yellow. It's probably just the lighting. Love Creme de Nude, but I will definitely get a replacement of it once I get low on that. Then I've got Viva Glam 2, which is very similar to Driftwood, but I'm definitely keeping Driftwood anyway. We've got Viva Glam 2 just here. A little bit more satiny, not as creamy as the Driftwood, but it's just a good colour. It's just a great colour. Then I've got the Envelope Please, which was with some Hollywood kind collection that came out last year, I think. It's that kind of colour there. What does that look like? Kind of looks like Flesh Paw. This is also limited edition, so I may get rid of this. I think it looks like Flesh Pot and the Arrowhead shade, so I think I'm gonna get rid of this because it's touch peachy for me. Then I've got this one, which is another Powder Kiss. This is Enveloped in Luck, which was one of like the Lunar New Year kind of collections that they do. Again, my kind of neutral, so I'm definitely going to keep that. Then I've got Yash, which is a newer one to my collection. This is like a brownie neutral, not as dark as say Spirit, but leaning that way. But yeah, definitely keeping that, and it's a matte finish as well. Then I've got Bosom Friend, definitely keeping this one because it's that kind of glossy sheer neutral like the Gossamer Wing, except this has a bit more pink in it. That's a beautiful shade. I love that colour. This is the classic matte Velvet Teddy, the one we all know. That one there, so I'm definitely keeping that. Then I've got this one. This is Brick Dust, which is another lip tendency, and I think I will keep this one, even though I got rid of the other one because it's a bit more brown. This is darker, so again, if I'm going brown, I go more for this kind of colour because it has a bit more depth in it. I just find that it suits me a little bit better. And then this here is Nutmegged, and this is another kind of browny shade. There, do I want to keep that? I don't think so. I don't think I'm going to keep that one. I think we'll get rid of that one. Neutral's done. Let's get on to pinks. Okay, so we're going to work a bit further up my arm. This is going to be really hard to show you guys. Okay, zoomed you guys out a little bit. You might see the edge of my table here a little bit, but whatever. This is how it has to work because I don't have a good filming area. So into pinks, we're going to go into Pink Plaid, which is a colour that they got rid of, and I cannot believe they got rid of it because it's such a beautiful pink. It's a matte, cool toned pink shade. It's very hard to get a colour like that. So I'm definitely keeping that one. Then we've got Sellout, which is a newer one to my collection. It's a newer one for MAC. It's one of their luster glass, and it is a peachy pink, and very beautiful. Then I've got Real Doll, which I use this so much. It's so pink, but I used it so much. It was one of my favorite colors ever for so long. So I'm definitely going to keep that one as well. I've got Faux, the classic, the bridal shade to end all bridal shades. This is here, so just there, so you can see how that looks. Definitely keeping that one because it's just very nice, very useful. I'm going to save a few of the brighter pinks, like the really strong vibrant pinks, for when I'm getting into doing the reds, because some of the reds have a pinky undertone in them, so I'll be comparing those together. So next we've got Peach Blossom, which is another pinky kind of neutral. Pop that there, see that? Peachy, love it, love Peach Blossom. I use that a lot. I actually use it more than Faux, which is weird. Then I've got Fanfare, which is like a stronger version than that. Has a bit more colour. Again, another lovely colour. I'll definitely be keeping that one. We've got Sunny Soul. Oh, how I loved this. It's one of my first lipsticks. Look at that. Beautiful corally kind of shade, but like the kind of coral that would suit me and my skin tone. Then we've got Femme Only, which is like another neutral kind of shade. Just there, bit warmer. Quite like that, and I think it's a matte finish. Yes, it is a matte finish, so we'll keep him. Then I've got Chatterbox, which is another kind of corally pink shade. So that's that one just there. We'll keep it for now because I do have a couple more to come that are kind of that corally shade, so we'll hold off on that one for a minute. I think I'm gonna keep it, but we'll just hold off. It's just a little bit more pink than Sunny Soul, so that's why I'm kind of interested in keeping it. Then I've got Medium Rare, which is another lip tensity. I really like this colour, so I'm definitely going to keep this there. It's kind of like almost if Pink Plaid and Faux had a baby. Love it. I also really love that the packaging matches the colour on these. I wish MAC would come out with that all the time. Okay, so then I've got one in an actual box. This is literally brand spanking new. This is why I want to do this declutter, because I definitely want to keep this, but I don't have space for it right now. So this is Frenda, one of the luster glasses, and that is going to go right there. Yeah, it's kind of like darker than Sunny Soul, not as pink as Chatterbox, so I'll definitely keep that, and I think I am going to keep Chatterbox as well. Then I've got Silly, S-I-L-L-Y, and that's a bright neon pink. Think Candy Yum Yum, but not as neon as that, but almost there, that kind of colour. And it's a matte finish as well. Then I've got Impassioned, which is the ultimate coral shade. Let me just make a bit of space for my arm. It's the ultimate bright neon coral. Love it. Also one of my first few shades of MAC lipstick, so I have a little bit of attachment to that one. Then I've got All Fired Up, which is a retro matte, which again, a bright pink but with like a red undertone in it as well. And then I've got So You, which is a little bit of a darker pink as well. That's him there. Okay, so now we're going to get into some reds, just because I want to compare a few of these to the pinks, and we'll just see what happens. So this one is Victoriana, which is definitely red, more red, so she's a maybe. But I do have others that are that kind of colour, so let's just keep going. We'll keep going. This is Ruby Woo. Not my favourite MAC red ever. I know it's everyone's favourite. I don't like how it applies. It kind of crumbles on me. I'm really not a fan of that, so I'm going to get rid of that one, because I know a lot of people that wear red that will definitely use it. And this one is my favourite. This is Russian Red. If I'm going to go red, this is my red. It is your blood red. You can see that there. So beautiful. It's the regular matte formula, so I prefer that a little bit better. Now I know All Fired Up is a retro matte as well, but it just applies better. Something about Ruby Woo I don't like. Then I've got Shocking Revelation, which is a powder kiss, which is a lot more pink. So I think I'm going to get rid of this one because I have All Fired Up. I think I prefer All Fired Up. And then I have Damn Glamorous, which is another matte. Regular matte. What do you look like? That's very similar to Victoriana. So this one and this one, they're both very similar. What do I prefer? I think I prefer Victoriana. I think so. The one up here. I think I prefer that one, so I'm going to get rid of this. Then we have MAC Red, which is a satin finish red, and it has a lot more pink in it. Definitely going to keep this because it's quite vibrant, even though some of these other reds have pinks and this is a bit more vibrant, so I'm definitely keeping that one. We are running out of space for the reds. I'll definitely have to take this off and then we'll start again. So then I have Brave Red, which is a glossy red. You see that there. I think I'm going to keep Brave Red as well because I do like that creamy kind of texture. Then I've got Give Me Fever. This might change things because Give Me Fever has a pinky sort of tone and it's a Love Me lipstick. I think I'm going to keep it. I think I'm going to keep it for now because I don't know, there's enough of a difference in them. I can't explain it because there's not really that much difference, but there's enough for me to say that I'm going to keep both of them. This one is the shade Nice to Meet You, which kind of leans into a coral again. Do I like that? But it still is a bit more red in it. No, I think I'm going to get rid of that one because I have a few. It's very similar to some of the more pinky reds. And then last 4 reds, I'm going to have to do them on my palm because I have no more space and I can't lean forward anymore without knocking everything over. So I have this shade Straight Fire, which is kind of like a metallic with a matte base. So it's not really creamy. This is beautiful though. I'm definitely going to keep that one because I love the texture of that one. I love how that looks on my lips. And then I've got D for Danger, which kind of leans into like a berry red. Definitely keeping that. Love that one. We've got New York Apple, which is another one of my first lipsticks that I had from MAC. This is also metallic, but this is a bit more creamy. So I'm going to keep this because I love how this looks. It's kind of like a cranberry red as opposed to like a full-on red. If you can see that there, it's a bit more glossy. Excuse the very messy swatch. And then lastly, we've got Diva, classic burgundy. If you're going to go for burgundy, you're going to go for Diva. And I'm going to keep that because it's burgundy and I love it. Let me wipe all this off and then we'll get into more kind of browns, orangey tones, purpley tones, and then I have some weird colours as well with the MAC lipsticks. Okay, I actually almost forgot a lipstick. This is Clouds on My Coffee. I had it in my handbag and I forgot about it. This is just a neutral. And I'm going to keep it. So very simple. Okay, so let's get into some brown kind of shades. I have 4 here that we'll give a little swatch to. So I've got Antique Velvet, which is a matte finish, really dark chocolatey brown. Definitely going to keep that one because I do love that colour. Then we've got Film Noir, which is very similar but in a satin finish. And do I need both? Yes, I do. I do have another brown coming up in the collection and we'll see if it's similar to this because I can't really remember. I'm not too sure. Then I have Strength, which is like a bronze. So like that, and I'm going to get rid of that one because I don't use that kind of colour. As I said, if I'm going to go shimmer, I like to go really dark or for a really bright pop of colour. Then I've got Shimmer and Spice, which is just like a really glittery lipstick. Really, really pretty. This I'm going to keep because it's kind of like a topper. So I think over just like the right pencil, this works really well. It's almost like a duochrome lipstick, which I think is really fun. So I'm definitely going to keep that one. Okay, on to the more kind of orangey tones. We will do Bricola, which is kind of like a pinky brown. That one there. Really like that one, so I'll keep that. I have Sandy B, which is like peach with like a gold shimmer. I have Peach Blossom, I have Cello, I have Fanfare. I don't think I'm going to keep that one. I think I'll get rid of that one. Then I have Pure Vanity, which came out with the Vibe Tribe collection as well. It's a luster. It's like a proper like pale orange, like a real pale orange. I actually have another one that's even more orange than this. I'm going to keep this because I do like this. I do use this quite a bit. The other one that I was talking about is Tumble Dry, which came out with the Wash and Dry collection, I think. This has more of like a yellowy orange sort of tone to it, and I'm going to keep that because that's such an interesting colour. I don't have anything else like that. I've got a really dark one. This is Marrakesh Me Later, which is like a burnt orange, dark burnt orange. I do have a matte version of this, and I don't know where it is now that it comes to mind. I don't know where that one is, so I will look for that, but I will keep that one as well, just if you're wondering. Oh no, wait, I found Marrakesh. I have Costa Chic, which is like a coral, like a proper bright coral. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do with this one. I think with the colours I have already, I think I'm okay to get rid of this one. I think with Sunny Soul and Impassioned and Fanfare, I think I'm happy to get rid of that one. Then I've got Smoked Almond, which was a lip tensity and is now a regular lipstick as far as I'm aware, which is like a warm kind of pinky brown, which I'm going to keep because I do like that one. I'm actually keeping a lot of these peachy ones, which I was not thinking I was going to. I have this one, which is What I Say Goes, which is a Love Me lipstick. Has a bit of fluff on it. Ew. And that's that kind of colour. Do I want it? Do I have it? I'm going to keep it for now. We'll keep it for now and we'll see what happens. Then this is Marrakesh, which is the matte version of that first kind of burnt orange one, and I'm definitely keeping this because I love this colour more so than like a proper burnt orange. I think these kind of browns are better for me. Moving on, we're going to get into more plummy shades and then purples. So I've got Twig, which is this one, which is another kind of classic bridal sort of shade and just an everyday colour. I'm going to keep that because I do quite like that one. I've got Plumful, which I don't think they do anymore because they brought out that new luster collection. But I'm going to keep that one because I do like that one. I do like a lot of my plummy shades. I have Captive, which I'm also going to keep. another plummy sort of shade there, but like gradually getting a bit stronger and darker. I've got this one which is half calf, and this has a bit more brown in it from what I can see. It's very similar to that, but a little bit darker. Oh, let me find Sweet Deal actually, because that's very similar to that one. This is Sweet Deal again. Oh, okay. I think I'm going to keep both because that one is a little bit darker and I really like the darker. Then another lip tensity, this is Beetroot, which is way more purple. We're getting way into the more purpley kind of colours now. And I'm going to keep that one as well because I do quite like that. There's a bit more pop in that kind of colour. I've got Rebel, which is a classic, and it's absolutely going to stain me because this always stains. But I do like it, so we're going to keep it. Keeping a lot of the purples, a lot of them. I have this weird colour here which is called Pick Me, Pick Me. It's one of the glittery kind of ones. I'm going to keep it because I don't know anyone that will actually use it, and I'll probably get a bit more use out of it than anyone else would. If anyone particularly showed interest in it, I would give it to them. Then I've got Media, which is kind of like Diva but more purple, and one of my favorites, so I'm going to keep that. Let's try some of the lighter ones before we get into the really dark ones. I've got Courting Seduction, which I love. I love this colour. It's such an odd colour, but I do wear it. I do wear that quite a bit. Then I've got Up the Amp, which I don't know if you can get anymore. Love this, and this is one of my mom's favourites as well, so I mean if she really wanted it she could have it. I think I got her one though already. I think I've already bought her one. Then we've got Cyber, which is your dark purple. Love that. That is like from years ago. I just remember the trend from Lorde, the singer, wearing this, and it went viral. Then we've got Sumac, which is very similar, so I'm going to put that right beside it. Oh no, it's redder than that. I have a redder one, hang on a sec. I have Instigator. Oh no, you're more violet. Okay, I'm keeping all of those so far. Definitely keep an Instigator anyway because I love that one. I have a glossy one called Succumb to Plum, which is like a sheer plummy colour, which I do think I'll wear with the right liner. I think that'll be really, really pretty. I have Hellebore, which is a lip tensity. Do I want it? Yes, I do. If you see me go out of frame, it's because I'm actually looking at it in different lighting to see if I do really want it. And then I've got Starstruck, which came out years ago. Not years and years ago, but quite a good bit ago. But look how sparkly that one is. Oh my god. Okay, so we're going to keep all the purples. Okay, so I've got some weirder kind of colours here. So let's get into these. I've got Eloquent Air, which was the first MAC lipstick I ever bought. Still smells fine, which is weird. But it's just like a metallic silver. It's not the highest coverage ever, like it's a luster, so it's a sheer coverage, but I am going to keep that because I have a lot of memories to that one. Then we've got Matte Royal, which is a royal blue. So beautiful. And it's a matte finish, so I'm going to keep that as well because I actually hunted that one down for a while. And then I've got this one, which is No Interruptions, which is another one of those glittery kind of ones. And it's like an olive. Very pretty. I'm going to keep that as well because again, like that lilac-y one, the Pick Me, I don't think I know anyone that's going to really enjoy that. I am going to get rid of these two though because I do not use them and they're just taking up space and I want them out. So these are from the Nico Panda collection, and this one is Galactic Mint, which is that minty kind of colour. I don't know anyone that's going to like those kind of colours, but that's going, sorry. I just haven't got space for them anymore. This one is Pop Babe. I definitely know someone that will like that one, which is a matte pink, bright matte pink, but I have something similar. And then lastly for MAC, before my camera dies and I have to charge it again, we're going to do some lip balms. So these are like different versions of lip balms. You've got kind of the colour changing ones, like which ones are they? These two are colour changing ones. So we'll start with these. These are Tender Talk lip balms. This one is Play With Me, which looks really bright like this, but when it's on, it's more sheer. It's supposed to, well, not necessarily this one, but this other one, Candy Wrapped, is supposed to change colour a little bit. It's one of those kind of ones. So it's like this pale, almost see-through pink. And when I say colour changing, it's supposed to adjust to the pH balance of your skin. It goes pink, it goes bright pink. Not bright, not as bright as that one, but like that. I have a couple of lip balms here that I'm going to just see what I like because I'm definitely not going to keep all of them. I've got Red Necessity, which is like a red berry. These are the Huggables, which are proper like lip balms. This is the shade I'm in. I've used this a lot. This goes down actually quite far. I do really like this one, so I'm definitely going to keep this one. I know that for a fact. Just like a soft pink, like a My Lips But Better kind of pink. And then the last one for the huggables, we have got Glamourize, which is a bright, bright pink. And then our last two here, these came out with the cherry blossom or black cherry or whatever it was called. One of them is a permanent one and one is not a permanent one. It was limited edition. So this one here is Pinking of You. Very funny. So you have that there, which is quite similar to the candy wrapped actually. And then Floral Coral is one of the permanent ones. Just a little bit warmer, has a bit more coral in it. So let me see. I think I'm definitely going to keep I'm In. I'm going to keep the, which one? The pinky one of these. So I'm going to get rid of the pinky color changing one. I'm going to keep the red. I'm going to keep the pink. And this one. Do I want this one still? No, I think I'm going to get rid of this first one here as well. That's MAC. Let us move into some random brands that I have a few bits of, and then we'll get into some miscellaneous then at the end. Probably going to get rid of a bit more out of these ones because some of them are very old and I want rid of them. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, so next I'm going to get onto some NYX lipsticks. These are ones that I got either in advent calendars, I bought myself. Most of them I got in advent calendars, and I think one or two I may have bought myself. So we're just going to start. I'm just going to pick at random and we're just going to go through them and see what we think of them all. So this one here is called Up the Base, which is like a kind of like a grayish purple. Like it's like a purple with like a gray sort of tone to it. These are matte as far as I'm aware. Yes, this one is matte. So a lot of the ones in the black packaging, they're matte ones. Then I've got this cool like periwinkle blue kind of shade. What is this one called? Sorbet. And that's that one there. I may get rid of that one, I'm not sure, but we'll get through it a little bit. What's this one called? This one is Natural. I do really like this one. I'm pretty sure I have a full size one of this, so I may get rid of one of them. But it's like a soft pink, like a My Lips But Better kind of colour. Then I have this shade here, which is Shocking Pink, which is a shocking pink. It is like a pink with like a slight purple sort of tone to it, but it's still very bright hot pink. Then I have this one, which is like a red, and this one is called Eden. So just like a bright cherry red, also matte. So as I said, all of these are matte. I'm going to just do all the ones in the black packaging first, then I'll get on to the more creamy ones. This one here is Whipped Caviar, which I'm going to do this below this one because they're very similar. This one has a little bit more depth in it, just a small bit. Then I have this one, which is also Natural, I think. Yeah, this one is called Natural as well. This is the full size one. I'll probably keep the full size, get rid of the small one. Then I have this one here, which is called Siren, which is like a deep plum sort of shade. I'll pop that under the purple here, so you can see that. Then we've got Indie Flick, which is a bright, bright neon orange. Definitely going to keep that one as well. Then I have Perfect Red, which I'm going to pop underneath the other red to see which I prefer, and I actually think I prefer the second one, the Perfect Red, because it just has a little bit more depth, and that's the kind of red I do wear more than this one. So let me get rid of you. So Eden is gone, she bit the bullet. Then I have Fluff Piece, which is like a kind of more pastel-y sort of pink. I think I'm going to keep this because I don't actually have a lot of colours in this kind of shade. I have like one, or I think one from MAC. Can't remember if I've got any more in my other ones that I'm going to show you in a minute. So I'm going to keep this one because I don't have a colour like that. Now, these three are creamy ones. So this one is, it's called the Creamy Lipstick. Oh, it's broken. I love this lipstick. I wore this so much. This is called Tower, and it's just like a lilac-y, dusty purple. Not as dark as this one, but definitely going to keep that because I do really like that. Even though the packaging is broken, but that's fine. We'll get over it. Then I have this one here, which is a butter lipstick, which is obviously like the really creamy sort of lipstick. This is Root Beer Float. I'm going to keep that. I love this formula, so I'm going to keep that one as well. I have this one, which is Seashell. I'm going to pop that just below this just to see if they're in any way the same. They're not, but I'm also going to keep that one because, again, I don't have a lot of like pale pinks that are actually like pink and not peachy. And finally for NYX, we've got Ripe Berry. So that beside that one there. So it's like a darker version of the Root Beer. Again, going to keep it, and I do like my darker kind of plummy nudes. Okay, so now we're going to get onto some NYX, which is going to be fun. Firstly, though, these two are not actually mine. They're both the same shade. It is Meet Violetta. They're actually my mom's. because this is her favorite lipstick shade and they were getting rid of it, or I think they were getting rid of it anyway, and I was like, I'm just going to pick up a few of them. So I just have them on standby in my drawers because she has nowhere to put them as backup. So I do. So I popped them into my drawer. So they're definitely staying anyway. So let's start. So some of these are more creamy, some of these are more matte. This one is maroon, not macaroon. What am I saying? This has been one of my favorite shades for years and years. I'm definitely going to keep it. It's like such a beautiful brown that has a bit of pink, but it still has this kind of rusty sort of tone to it, and it's a creamy finish. I do have another one. Yeah, there's my other one. That's my newer one because I got bought it back up because I thought it was being discontinued as well. So the problem with Catrice and Essence and things like that, they always discontinue things. Then I've got my red card, which is a red, obviously. Super, super bright red. And then I've got this shade here, which is Matte About Pink, which is a bright, bright coral, but it is a matte finish. I think, oh, do I want to keep it or not? Do I want to keep it or not? I'm going to put it in the maybe. It's going to be a maybe for now. I don't know whether I want to keep that. I kind of like the idea that it's matte, but I also kind of like a creamier version for that kind of colour. Anyway, so this one here is an Ultimate Stay lipstick, and this one is called All That She Wants. These are actually really lovely. These stayed on really, really well. This is a bit more of like a mauvey sort of tone, so kind of just darker than this, but a little bit more mauvey. Definitely going to keep that one. Then I have the Ultimate Shine gel colour. So these are like your kind of more glossier, like tint kind of shades, and this one is Love's Divine, and it's comes out way more purple than it actually looks. It looks really red there, but it comes out more purple. But I'm going to keep that one. Then I have the Ultimate Shine lipstick. This is Get the Nudes paper. Love this colour. Absolutely adore this colour. I've always loved this colour. I think it's such a perfect, like, soft pink lip. Beautiful. The packaging on these break really easy though. Then I've got the Ultimate Shine gel lip colour again, and this is in the shade, oh no, what are you called? Oh no, it's rubbed off. What are you called? I think it's called Orangina, as far as I can remember. It could be wrong though. But it's like a soft wash of orange. I really like that, so we'll keep her. And then this one is a Prismachrome. So this one is like a sparkly, creamy kind of finish. And this one is, oh, it's called Prismachrome. Does that have a separate shade? Oh yeah, Blue and Berries. And it's just like a purple with this blue flash through it. So I'm going to keep that because that's pretty cool. I like my interesting colours. And then lastly for this, we've got Ultimate Shine Gel Lip Colour in the shade License to Pink, which again looks really bright, but comes out kind of softer, a little bit more on the sheer side. So we'll keep that as well because I do love my Catrice lipsticks. I am going to very quickly wipe this off though because those gel ones stain very easy. I think also I am going to get rid of this one because I always find if I'm going to do this kind of corally shade, I would rather it be glossy, and I have glossy ones, and I'd only just put a matte or put a gloss over this matte one. So I'm going to get rid of that one. I am doing better than I thought, by the way. Like, I thought I'd get rid of very little, but I think once we get a bit further into this, I'm going to get rid of a few more bits that are like really old. I just don't use them anymore. I don't want to use them anymore, so we'll go through them. So we've got, what have I got here? Inglot and Sleek. So let's do Sleek first because I've only got 2 of these. I have this colour here. This is the VIP lipstick in the shade Couture, which looks like kind of like a brown with a red. Oh yeah, look at that. I don't think I've ever worn that. I need to wear that. I'm going to keep that one. And then this other one here, I think I'm going to get rid of this one. So this is the True Colour Lipstick in Matte. This is Mystic is the shade. Or do I want to keep it? Although it's kind of like Max Heroin and I don't have that one. Maybe I will keep it. I will keep it because I don't have that kind of colour. So then I want to do this one here. This is an Inglot. This is like one of their gel lipsticks. It's the shade 56, which is that kind of pale pinky sort of shade again. And we'll pop that here. I really like this colour. I do. So I think I'm going to keep that one. I love like how slim and small this is as well. And I don't know what any of these colours really are. So this one, ooh, I got this free actually. This is 247 because they go by numbers, not names. This is like a sparkly pink, like a mid-tone shiny pink. Would I wear it? No, I don't think I would. And I actually think my mom would really like that colour, so I'm going to give that to her. This is 436. I'm not mad on the matte lipsticks from Inglot, to be fair, because they're actually quite dry. Oh god, yeah. Could I make that work? No, I think we'll get rid of that one. That was like a grey kind of colour, but it's very dry, even on like my smooth part of my arm. Very dry. Then I've got 142. This is a more kind of creamy, and it's very similar to this. Actually, hang on a sec. Let me check that NYX one that I was keeping. That's the two there. I popped this one beside as well, but it's actually really not similar at all. That's these two here. What do I prefer? I actually think I kind of prefer, oh, I don't know now, because this one has a bit more depth in it. No, I'm only going to keep one. I think I'm going to keep the NYX one, and I think I'm going to get rid of the Inglot one. I hardly ever use it. I hardly ever use the NYX one either, but I will actually get more use out of it if I know it's there. This is the shade 122, which is like a shimmery white, which you would think is really weird because there's like a sparkle. But I've worn this a good few times like as a lipstick topper. And it's actually beautiful, so I'm going to keep that. And then what else have I got here? We've got, oh, this is the black. This is 435. Oh no, this is not the black. This is the purple. This looks black though. Let me do all my smooth bits. Oh, see, you're very dry as well. No, I've got MAC ones that do the same job. That are that colour, like Instigator is basically, and Cyber is that colour. And they just work a little bit better. This one here is 413, which is like a nude. But again, it's a matte, so I don't know how this is going to swatch. Nah, I'm not into that. I like the colour. I like the colour, but just the texture. They're like the MAC Retro Mattes, but like the bad ones. And then this one is 165. And I think I'm going to keep this one because I do like that kind of 90s shimmer lip. I think we'll keep that one. Oh, very cutthroat with the Inglot lipsticks. I literally only kept 3 Inglot lipsticks. That's insane. Okay, so now we have a little bit more of variety here. So I'm going to start with Revolution, which are these ones here. Then we'll do Essence, and then we'll do Huda. I'm definitely keeping my Huda ones, but the Revolution ones. This is new to my collection. This is the shade Ruby. I got this in one of my advent calendars this year. It's a bright red. I think I'm going to keep it. Just as like a more kind of cheaper option than the MAC ones. I know I've got a lot of MAC red ones, but in a future declutter I'll probably like dwindle it down a little bit more, but I think I'm going to keep that. Then these two, I don't ever usually pick these ones. This freaks me out, okay? This colour thing at the bottom is usually on the bottom, but it's actually on the lid, so I always open it the wrong way around. But also, if you didn't know, if you pull these off, there's actually more lipstick on the inside. Just a little trick for you if you didn't know. So then this one doesn't have a shade. See, these I got in advent calendars as well. These just doesn't have a shade. Oh, that's actually quite nice. Oh, I never wear that. Okay, let's keep that one. This one is a bit more rosy. Oh, okay, I kind of like that one too. I know there's no name on them, so I can't actually tell you what they are called. Yeah, there's no shade on these, so it's kind of a pity, but I do like them colours, so I'm going to keep them. I didn't think I was going to keep those. I'm actually quite shocked. So let's do Essence. So I have this one here. This is the shade Dazzling Beige. It's kind of a sparkly one. Oh, you can tell I use this with a darker pencil because I've got pencil all over. This is just like a sparkly topper, kind of like that white from Inglot. Really like it though, so I think I am going to keep it. It's really sparkly. Then I have some weird Essence shades here. This is the Ultra Last Instant Color. This is the shade Sand Aside. Very cute. This is like a grey kind of khaki sort of shade, and I kind of love it, so I'm going to keep it because it's just a weird kind of colour. I think that's a really just odd colour to have. And I do have a lip pencil to match that as well, actually, which is weird. Then I have this one here. What are these ones? I don't know what the actual type of this is called, but this is called Creme Brulee. This is a little bit more of like a cool toned brown. There, I think I'm going to keep that because that's my kind of colour. Then I have this here, which is a teal, and this is the Vibrant Shock. It's number 10, and this is called No to Mainstream. This is a matte. Yeah, it's a matte, so let's see. I never pick that colour up though. I think I'm going to give that away because I actually think I know someone that will really like that. And then lastly for Essence, I've got the Ultra Last Instant Colour in the shade So Ungrateful. And this is a bit more of like a purpley. It's actually kind of similar to that one from NYX, so I might get that one out and swatch it. Oh no, this is a glossy one. That other one was matte. I am going to keep this one, I think. Definitely. I definitely think I'm going to keep that one. Then Huda, I'll just swatch them for you while I'm at it. So this is the shade Wedding Day. This is one of the matte ones. This is one of my favourite lipsticks in my whole collection. So smooth and beautiful. One of my favourite formulas. It's like a rosy brown. Then this one is new. This is the cream lipsticks. It's the shade Sweet Cheeks. A little bit more on the brown side, but a beautiful nude. And I'm very happy I have another one. Although it's a different formula, but still. Okay, so now we are going to do some Melt, and we're going to do some KVD. It was Kat Von D when I got these, but that was like years ago, so now it's KVD. And these are ones that the pink and the kind of grey and purple ones came in a set. The black one I got on its own. That I got in New York in one of their like favorites boxes things, and then we've got melts. So let's start melts because these are going to start rolling on me. So I've got the shade 1969. I got this in the Pure box that you could buy that came with the Rust collection that I actually bought off my manager, because she had 2, so I bought one, and it was like €50 she's charged me for. But it's like this real weird yellow mustard orange. Weird colour, but I want it. I want to keep it because I like my weird colours. Then I have the shade Mural, which is like that shade, but a little bit darker. So I think I'm going to keep both of them just because they're both weird. I may probably get rid of one of them eventually, but then I might not, so who knows. I've got the shade Tomboy here. Oh, hang on now. Wait a minute, let me get that Essence one back out. This grey one. Let me just swatch this. Oh no, so that's creamy. Okay, no, we're going to keep both because they're both different textures. That's acceptable. Okay, so now we're going to do KVDs. So I have this tiny one here. This is a really, really old one, so I'm probably going to get rid of this. This is a foiled lipstick. I don't even know what shade it is because it's covered up by something else. It's a metallic red, like a sparkly red. So let's see. No, I'm not going to wear that. It's too kind of like wishy-washy for a red for me. And then I've got the shade Double Dare. This one is a bit newer, and I actually quite like this colour. Oh yeah, and I like that texture as well. That's really nice. So I'm going to go with that. We'll keep that. Then these are like weird. I don't know even what collection these are with. I don't know what was for. I have the shade Zero, which is grey. Very nice. I'm actually kind of glad I didn't keep that NYX one because I have this, and although this is a bit lighter, but still. And then I have this pink. We'll do the 3 pinks together because they're quite similar. Now what I am going to do is grab those NYX ones again. So these two, the shade Fluff Piece. Nope, that's completely different. So we're going to keep that. This one though, I want to try with this. Ooh, okay. No, I actually think I prefer the NYX one. That's very similar to these. These two are very similar. So I actually think I prefer the NYX one because it's a bit more vibrant and a bit more creamy. This one I think I can get rid of, which is the shade Crush. Okay, but I am going to keep the other 2. And then the 2 purples, I don't really have purples like this in my collection. This one is called Roxy. So kind of like a violet purple. And then this one is like a lavender. This one's called Ozzy, which I always love because Ozzy Osbourne's like the coolest. That one there. So yeah, gonna keep those. Okay, so we have a kind of smaller groups here. So I've got some e.l.f., Tanya Burr Cosmetics, I've got Clinique, I've got Makeup Forever, and I've got Illamasqua. So we're gonna just work across here and we're gonna see how we get on. So starting with e.l.f., I've got the shade Red Carpet, which is just like a bright red. Oh no, I don't think I like this. No, that's too wishy-washy again. I'm gonna get rid of that. Then I have the shade Ravishing Rose, which is a bit more of a rosy kind of shade. I don't think I'd wear that, so we get rid of that. And Flirty and Fabulous, which is another bright pink, so I might have to pull those bright pinks out again. Or maybe not, because I don't think I like that formula at all. So I think we're going to get rid of all the e.l.f. ones. I'm being way more cutthroat than I thought it was going to be. Not even cutthroat, but like, the more you get it, so as you start these declutters, you're a bit more hesitant to get rid of stuff because you're like, oh no, I might have an attachment. Halfway through, you're like, nah, don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Like, you just get through it. I also don't think I'm going to keep these 2. Oh, okay, what's that? Is that mold or powder? Mold or powder? Let me check these 2. They don't smell great though. So I think I'm going to get rid of both of them. And I don't even think I'm going to give them to anyone. I think we could just get rid of Tanya Burr Cosmetics. It's not even a brand anymore, so it makes a difference. Now we're going to do Clinique. So I've got this shade here, which is Blushing Pop. I do really like this colour. Really like this colour. I have used that a lot, so we'll keep you. Then I've got Nude Pop, which is more of like a creamy finish, and I think I quite like this as well. Yes, I do like that colour quite a bit, so we'll keep you. And then I have this. Okay, I only just got this, okay? I've been waiting to try and get this for ages. I seen it on TikTok that this is the colour that they use on Liv Tyler in Lord of the Rings, and Lord of the Rings is my favourite movie of all time. Because it's one big long movie. And yeah, it's Black Honey from Clinique. I finally got it, and it finally came back in stock in store. So yeah, I finally got it. It's just like this weird nothing kind of lip that just has this tint, but when it's on the lips, just makes your lips look so juicy and beautiful and really kissable and plump and everything like that. I don't know what it is about it. It just makes it look really natural. Look at Liv Tyler in Lord of the Rings and you'll see what I mean. Like, her lips look fabulous, and that's what I wanted. So we're definitely keeping that anyway. This one here is called Love Pop, and I think this is another... Oh no, this one's kind of sparkly. And I think I'm going to keep this one because I do really like that. It's more of like a berry. It kind of has like a gold sparkle in it. I think that's very pretty. So I'll keep that. Then Makeup Forever. I think I'm going to get rid of both of these maybe. This is N45, I think is the shade. This is a red. Oh, it's a sheer red again. Yeah, no. I think no. No. If I'm going for red, I want everyone to know I'm wearing red. And then this one I think is also a red. This is... I don't know, that's a weird number. This, what is it? C211 8C02. I don't know. Oh, this is not red. Oh, okay, maybe I'll keep this one. Oh yeah, I like that. I like that texture too. That's really nice and creamy. I've never worn that, obviously. I think I got that in an advent calendar then. Then Ilamasca, I have this one here. What is this one called? This is an antimatter lipstick. It's in the shade Bang. But it's this kind of like peachy brown. A little bit on the dry side, but creamy at the same time. It's weird. It's almost like kind of flaky. I don't know. I like the kind of colour though. And I like it as it gets warmed up a little bit. So I'll keep that one. If you can hear barking, by the way, that's my neighbour's dog Marley. I mention him all the time when he starts barking because I love him. He is beautiful. He's a golden retriever and he's the best. So I have this shade here called Nebula, which I'll put here just to make it easier. More of a purpley kind of colour. So wait, hang on a sec. I have this one again from NYX. The NYX ones are pulling out the stops here to keep winning. Oh, are they the same or are they different? I think I'm going to keep both because I do think this is a little bit more kind of neon and this one's a bit more hot pink, so I'll keep both. Okay, so this is all we have left. We've gotten through a lot. My pile looks so small. It's cute though. I mean, the MAC ones I have put into the drawer already, so there's a lot there. But yeah, it looks smaller. And my giveaway pile, or my, not giveaway, but my declutter pile is a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. So these are all the brands that I have one lipstick from. Like I've one lipstick from each brand. So we're going to literally work away. I might start here and work down to here and see how we get on. So we've got this one here. This is from L'Oreal. It's a Colour Riche. It's the shade Flamingo Elegance 136. Let me see if I actually like this. Sorry, my wipes have a bit of like an oiliness to them, so I have to keep wiping my hand. Oh, I do like that. It still smells good. And I do like that colour. It's like a soft kind of peachy pink. We'll keep that. This one is Urban Decay. This is the shade F-Bomb. This is a red. Oh, I think you're getting moldy. Oh, it's beautiful though, but I don't trust it. It's got all white stuff around the edge, so I don't think I trust it. Then I have this one here, which is weird. This is All About Berries Blurred Lines Ombre Lipstick. This is the shade Shades of Red. It's kind of got like 3 different colours. So like a dark red, a kind of bright pink, and then a corally shade. It's supposed to, like, you're supposed to put it on like this, so it gives you that like ombre sort of effect. I think I'm going to get rid of that. I really have to clean all these before I give them to anyone. Then we have got Buxom, which this one is called Menace. I got this in New York when I got the favorites, the Sephora favorites. I think I'm going to get rid of this though, because this is like really melty. Very, very melty. It's a beautiful colour, but very melty, but it's very like media from MAC. This one I'm definitely going to keep though. Where are you from? This is Kiko Milano. This is the shade 522. You push. Where do you push? Push down. Let me show you that properly. You push and it pops out. And then, what do you do there? Okay, yeah, you pop it out. This is a nice dark purple. Kind of like Instigator, but creamier. So I'm definitely going to keep that because I really like that colour. I like that formula as well. Then I've got Wet n Wild. This is the shade Cashmere. So it's like a shimmery... Are you falling out? No, you're not. You're just very flimsy. Ooh, I like that. That's weird. I don't have a colour like that, so I'm going to keep that one. I hate the packaging, but I like that colour. Then I've got the Sexy Mother Pucker matte lipstick from Soap and Glory in the shade Firecracker. It's a matte again though, which I don't think is for moi, for that kind of colour. I prefer a glossy kind of version of that. And if I'm going to go orange, I go orange, like red orange or proper orange. So I think I'm going to get rid of that one. Then I've got this one from Stila. This is the shade Sonia. Would I wear it? Would I not? I might. I think I'm going to get rid of that. It doesn't go down any further than that. It always freaks me out that it's going to just get smashed at the top. But I think I'm going to get rid of that because I do have colours quite like that. Then I have this one, which is quite recent to my collection. I actually love this colour. This is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the shade Haze. It's one of the satin lipsticks. It's a really, really cool toned nude. And I'm going to pop it there. But it's so lovely. It's just a lovely nude. I really like it for my skin tone. Then I have this one. This is Luna by Luna. I can't remember where I got this, whether it was in an advent calendar or not. I'm pretty sure it was. It's called Pixie. It's kind of like a corally shade. Do I love it? Do I not? Do I love it? Do I not? No, I don't think I'll wear that. So we'll get rid of that. I'm on fire here. Then I've got the Odin's Eye Velvet Lipstick in the shade Red Cherry. I got this in their mystery box. I haven't even used it. That's a shame. Oh, I love that though. Oh, she's nice. Yeah, I'm going to keep that. It's a matte finish and I'm going to keep that. Then I have this one, which I adore. This is the Dose of Colour lipstick. This was in collaboration with Nima Tang. And this is the shade Penny. This was her brown set. So she had like a more brown set and then a more orangey set. I got the brown set because that's the kind of colour I go for. This is like a beautiful, really rich and creamy kind of coffee brown. Very nice. Going to keep that one. This is going in straight into the bin. I've had this since I was, how old was I? 15. So what's that? 13 years I've had this lipstick. I keep it for sentimental value, but it's time now. It's broken. It's melted. It's this gold lipstick. It was from Benefit. It's called Sexy Gold Lipstick. My mom got it for me when she went to New York. It's a beautiful colour, but I just don't trust it anymore. And it's just melting. And I haven't even... I forgot I had it. I completely forgot I had it. So that's going to go into the bin. Unless my mom wants it. She can have it. She doesn't mind using things that are a little bit old. Then I've got this Cash Beauty lipstick in the shade Veil. I got this actually in a goodie bag because I was buying some bits and they had just come into store. It's like that, kind of like a tan nude, but for pale skin. I have this Too Faced one. This is called Marshmallow Bunny. This has gotten some serious use over the years. I think I am going to keep it though because I do still love it. Oh, it still smells the same and everything kind of has a minty sort of taste to it. Not taste, smell. I have this Academy of Colour lipstick in, there's no shade. I got this in an advent calendar. I'm going to give this away because one, there's no colour on it, and two, I just don't want it anymore. That's a simple fact. I don't want it. I want things I really want to use, and that doesn't make me excited to use it. Then I've got this Art Deco one, which I bought years ago. I think it's called 1A5. And I really like this one. This is kind of like a little bit sparkly. Kind of gives a sheer wash of a berry. More pinky than the Black Honey, but like that kind of vibe. So very excited for that. I'll keep that. I have this Tarte one. I love the packaging on this though. This is in the shade Inspired. I love how skinny it is. It's so teeny weeny. Look at that. It's so tiny. It's this kind of mauvey sort of shade. Oh, I do like that colour though. I was going to get rid of that, but I actually really like that, so I'm going to keep that. And then finally, our last one. This one's from Bare Minerals. This was also in the favourite set from Sephora. This is in the shade Never Say Never. Ooh, okay, I'm going to keep that. I really like the texture of that. That's a really nice texture. It's very like rich and like kind of grabs to the skin a little bit nicely. Yeah, that's what we're going to go for. Okay, so we started off this, I forgot to mention this at the beginning, but we started off the declutter with 190 lipsticks, which is a ridiculous amount of lipsticks. And I still have a ridiculous amount of lipsticks, but I got it down to 150. I got rid of 40 lipsticks. Did I really get rid of 40? That's mental. I wasn't expecting that at all. It doesn't look like 40. Not in the pile. As I said in the beginning, you don't need to do this yourself. It's just for yourself. I know I need to do this. I know I need a refresh. I know I need to make space in my drawers. It's getting ridiculous that I can't fit these things in, and I've already got too much space for makeup and I can't fit everything in. So I'm not using everything, so I'd rather someone else take them over. Why do my fingers look really weird from this angle? I don't know why. Anyway, that is it for our first declutter of the year, our lipstick declutter. We'll be moving on to glosses next, which is going to be fun. I really cannot wait to do the gloss drawer because that drawer is doing my head in. I cannot wait to fix it and really get through and get rid of a few bits out of that. But yeah, let's go back to past Carla and see what she has to say. Alrighty guys, so what do you think? So I can't believe how many I got rid of. I got rid of 40 lipsticks. I thought I would have got rid of like 10. Honestly, like seriously, I really thought like I'm that bad at hoarding things. The amount of shit that's in my room right now, of just like, I might use it. I'm one of those people. I'm not an actual hoarder, don't get me wrong, but I do keep a lot of things that I know I probably don't need, just because I want to keep them. I have a lot of attachment to things. So for me to get rid of 40 lipsticks, full size, nothing wrong with them, maybe just the colour I don't like anymore, then that's insane to me. So they're going to go to good homes. Anything that's for the bin is going in the bin. Anything that is going to be for like friends and family, they get first dibs on everything. Like my mom gets number 1 dibs because she probably bought them for me, to be fair. And then like work friends and then like friends, they're all going to get like pics of things. So that's going to be all exciting for them to go through. But yeah, I'm very excited. I'm excited to continue this series. We're going to be going on to lip glosses next. If you see this lip gloss drawer, oh my god, it's driving me bananas and I cannot wait to get through this lip gloss drawer, and I am going to declutter a good few out of that. So we started with 190 lipsticks. We finished on 150 lipsticks, and I'm so happy with how the drawer looks now. It's very satisfying. It's so much easier to see everything. I'm just so happy. So yeah, I'm delighted. I want to know down in the comments below, what did you think I was going to get rid of? What was the number you thought of the lipsticks I was going to get rid of? I want to know the number, your guess as to what you thought my lipstick declutter was going to be. How many I had and how many I got rid of. Let me know those 2 numbers. If you did like this video, give me a big thumbs up down below. It's the quickest, simplest and easiest way to give me a little bit of support, get me around to more people, and also let me know that you like the video, and I will continue to do many more. Don't forget to subscribe down below to see more declutters. More declutters. They're going to be long videos, by the way, because I'm going to ramble a lot in these videos. But hit subscribe for them, because I love putting declutters on and seeing what people have in their collection, what they're getting rid of, what they don't like anymore, and I'm going to be shocked when they're getting rid of something that I know I love. Like, yeah, it's fun. It's a fun time. As I said in the beginning, my Instagram is linked down below, where all my pictures of my looks will be posted, and some more fun content will be also posted on my stories, especially with the declutters, because it's ridiculous. You kind of get to see their, just as I'm filming out, how many things I have to go through. So it's kind of a funny thing. But yeah, I think that is everything. I think I've talked enough for today. I think I need to shut up now. So I will see you in the next video. Bye.